Following this breaking news story, 13 people have been forced out of their homes after a fire broke out at a condo complex overnight. This is 12 News Today in AZ. I'm Emily Pritchard.
I'm Scott McDonald. Welcome, everybody. We first got word of this at about 1:30 this morning. Our crew was on the scene within 30 minutes. Trisha Hendricks joining us live this morning with the latest updates.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, definitely a busy morning out here. And unfortunately, like you mentioned, more than a dozen people, including 4 children, displaced in all of this. You can see the fire is completely out, thankfully. The roof bearing kind of the brunt of the fire in this single 4-unit condo complex. At last check, the fire displaced 13 people. Again, 4 of those kids and 2 dogs who live in this complex near McKellips and Mesa Drive. This all started at about 1:15 a.m. A Mesa fire spokesperson tells 12 News the woman who was hurt in this fire sustained injuries to her hands. She was hurt while trying to put the fire out. She was attempting to go back inside to get some valuables, but her husband was able to keep her outside to make sure that it did not get any worse. Mesa Fire and Medical Captain Chris Toller tells us there were no active rescues. However, they did make entry to try to put the fire out, but because it was just so intense, the extension into the attic, they had to vacate quickly and go defensive to make sure that it didn't spread any further. We spoke with a neighbor who is friends with one of the people who was directly impacted by the fire.
So I heard Tabby, she's the one that lives in the apartment that was on fire. I heard her screaming. I looked out my bedroom window and I just see the back of their apartment just engulfed in flames. So I ran over there. She was trying to go back in to get her dogs, so we grabbed her. We called the fire department, and then it just got worse.
At the height of this fire, 60 responders worked to put out the flames and, again, to keep them from spreading further to any nearby units. Sadly, none of the units will be able to be occupied. And Mesa Fire is working with Red Cross. They're currently working with tenants on plans for getting them relocated with assistance. So as you can see, a lot of damage out here left behind. A mop-up has wrapped up from what we can see from this vantage point here near McKellips and Mesa Drive. But again, a lot of people displaced, working to get assistance. No major injuries, though, other than that woman, of course, sustaining burns to her hands, currently being treated. We'll have more for you coming up in the next hour. As for the cause, that's still under investigation. For now, we're live in Mesa. Trisha Hendricks, 12 News Today in AZ.
Horrible morning for so many folks there. Trisha, appreciate those updates.